It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. Capital One Arena in our nation's capital. Tonight, the Washington Wizards taking on the Miami Heat. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Beal. Wall against Leonard. Nice pass to set things up.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Dragic. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. Wall. Jimmy Butler missed his first. That one goes.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Wizards with the basketball. Takes stock of the floor. Wall to Beal. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Waiters guarded by Beal. No good. Waiters to Dragic. Goran Dragic. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Time to shuffle things up. Wall to Beal. Shot from the lane won't go. To Beal. Here's a chance from long range. Not going down here. Burke with it. Leads 4. Oh, whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own.
Team foul number 1.
To Butler. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Wall. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Butler. And he finishes at the rim. Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter.
Number 22, Jimmy Butler.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Wall to Thomas. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Butler to bring it up. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Trey Burke picked up by Bryant. Screen coming. To Wall. There it is, John Wall. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
He'd have the basketball. To Randolph. Nothing going here on that drive. To Randolph. Trying to cash in. Randolph shot, no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
17-footer at the buzzer. Final shot of the period, almost. It would have counted, but no good. Time's run out here in the first quarter. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay. John Wall at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's the Heat with the possession. Down low for Leonard. Off the assist.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Into the front court comes Wall. Down 6. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. Butler into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Dragic. Goran Dragic. 3 for 3 in this first half.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Fires the 3. Can't connect. Dragic with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. To Butler. Here comes the screen.
Hey, screen.
Butler. Easy pad to the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Wall in the front court, trailing by 10. To Thomas. To Wall. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, that time it was effective, but a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
Miami's got it. Dragic to Butler. And counted at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Wall. To Beal. Rebounded by the Heat. Dragic into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Beal, guarded by Jimmy Butler. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Butler. Sizing up the defense. Screen coming. Dragic. Textbook defense. There it is, John Wall. He's 3 for 7.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Butler to bring it up. His team on top by 8. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kelly Olynyk. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Into the game for Washington, number 14, Ish Smith.
Ish Smith to Beal. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Butler into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime.
Screen come on, he left.
Thomas Bryant, huge block. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. That's going to be out of bounds. Waiters. Has a chance. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there. To Smith. Ish Smith. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Butler. Screen coming. Trey Burke against Mahinmi. To Butler. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
We reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Heat are in a close game thus far. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets, the Miami Heat. The Wizards have kept it close after one half. Offensively, when they're in the paint, they've had success. They need to keep that up if they want to take the lead in this contest. These are the guys getting buckets for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Field goal.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Washington basketball.
Yep, right there. Yep.
Ish Smith. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Okay, that's all right. You take your lumps and you move on. You did exactly what the game plan was defensively to guard a player like that.
Butler matched up with Thomas Bryant. Jimmy Butler, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
C.J. Miles matched up with Jimmy Butler. To Smith. Dragic with it. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Goran Dragic at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Ish Smith throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler picked up by Bryant. The drive right to the basket. Jimmy Butler, he's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Jimmy Butler, couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Pass stolen by Miami.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Jimmy Butler, he's now 4 for 6.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Not that time. Butler to bring it up. It's a 9-point lead. Dragic, wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Miami with the basketball. Butler to Dragic. Short jumper won't fall. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Ish Smith. Cashes in for 2.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Dragic against the former #1 pick. To Waiters. Good look that time, but off the mark. Wall across the timeline. The deficit now up to the crossover. Gets inside and the slam dunk.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Butler.
I got him. Trap. Got him.
Shot clock for the Heat down to 3, and they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. The feed stolen away. Terrific vision. Dion Waiters powers it through.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Thomas into the front court. The margin standing now at 7.
Isolation. Give me the rock.
To Beal. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Butler. Driving right to the basket. Jimmy Butler. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Bradley Beal has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up with the Heat in front. So the Heat will have it to start this 4th and final quarter. They had the lead coming out of halftime. They were able to extend that lead in the 3rd quarter.
A lot of fans and players get consumed with the big plays, but the coaches love seeing their teams continuing to do the little things. That's how you increase the lead.
That's out. Last touch by Isaiah Thomas. Butler up against Beal. Into the front court. It's Wall. They trail by 7. Oh, you can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Butler to Dragic.
Left.
Wizards come up with it. Beal, tough matchup against Butler. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Can't connect from in close. Butler into the front court. His team up by 7. Knocks it down from mid-range.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Wall. Thomas. The pass set it all up.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious, but don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Butler to Waiters. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Wizards at the controls.
All right, set it up.
Beal to Smith. Beal.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Knocks down the first. Second and 3. Got it.
Number 0, Myers Leonard.
And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Dragic with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Butler to Dragic. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Thomas across the timeline. His guys trail by 10. To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Beal. Short jumper misses. Dragic into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. To Beal. Thomas. Isaiah Thomas is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 87% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Hits the second. One more coming. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. He'd have the basketball. Butler to Dragic. The drive right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Beal matched up with Jimmy Butler. Thomas to Beal. Shot from the lane won't go. Dragic with it. The lead stands at 9.
Screen coming.
That's out. Last touch by Goran Dragic. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Thomas with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Beal. Has a look. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-2 trip. And they called a foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Dragic with the basketball. His team on top by 8. Waiters to Butler.
Watch the cutter coming through. Buck.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
Hey, shot.
Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Thomas. Scores from the post.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
It's the Heat with the possession. And now a reach, and that's going to be an intentional foul. Free throws here in the final minute of play.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington. They're down big in this fourth quarter. And a chance here to empty their bench. Substitution being made in this one.
Number 23, Trey Burke.
Driving is Thomas, but a shot no good.
I got ball.
Waiters picked up by Bryant. To Butler. And the rebound going to be taken in by Thomas. 15-footer at the buzzer with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. The Heat with the victory as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up for Jay Williams and our entire...
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.